It's up to people to ask whatever questions they want. Andrew.
What's the national unemployment rate?
National unemployment rate at the moment is, I think it's 5.4. Sorry, I'm not sure what it is. In Australia, we have serious challenges to solve, and we need serious people to solve them.
We have serious problems to solve, and we need serious people to solve them.
Unfortunately, Tony Abbott is not the least bit interested in fixing anything.
Bob Rumson is not the least bit interested in solving it.
He's only interested in two things.
He is interested in two things.
Making Australians afraid of it.
Making you afraid of it.
And telling them who's to blame for it.
And telling you who's to blame for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm going to be absolutely ripping into the Australian Prime Minister today, Anthony Albanese. I mean, first of all, the dude sounds idiotic. He sounds like he's kind of slurring, or he's got, dentures or something in his mouth. But beside that, it has been known that the Labour Party is similar to the Democrat Party over in America, where before every election year or, the state elections, they start giving things out. As you will be able to hear in this video, this is now the Australian government, what they are giving out to people at the start of July, which is the start of obviously the tax year, the new tax year. So have a listen to what he's giving out and you let me know what you think about it. Have a look at this. So I'm not sure if you can see it here on your screen. So in short, Australia's average income tax rate increased by 7.6% in 2023. Yeah, the largest out of any developed country in the world. Largest tax increase, okay? People, for some reason, just here in Australia, we just never talk about these sort of things. They know that the public, here in Australia, we don't really protest. We don't do what America do. We don't do what France does. If this tax increase happened in France, there would be 500,000 people in Paris tomorrow morning. Not over here. No. People don't even know about this. And you can see here, all right, just to show you. Now, this is which government screws you harder, okay, as workers. So US 2023 tax rates, you can see 0 to 11,000 is 10%. In Australia, we don't have that tax bracket. I believe they don't get taxed maybe if it's below that. 11,000 to 44,000 is 12%. Ours is 18,000 to 45,000 is 19%, so 7% higher. For 44,000 to 95,000 in America, it's 22%. For us, it's 45,000 to 120,000, which is 32.5%. All right, 10% more. And technically, we're earning less because, as you can see here, for 100 US dollars, it is 150 Australian dollars. So 1.5, really, right? So 1.5 times the amount. You can see for us 120,000 to 180,000, which would be really, that'll be probably at the edge of this tax bracket, is 37%. America's is only 24%, then 32% for 182 to 230. Ours is over 180,000 is 45%. So America's is only, once you reach over nearly $600,000, you get 37%. Obviously, there are state taxes, etc., on top in America, but it just baffles me that we are so much higher. We also pay a Medicare levy, which is, the Medicare for all, the medical care for everyone. We have to pay for that. Obviously, people think it's free. It's free medical care. It's like, no, we pay for it in our levy. And then on top of that, we have to pay even more as well. Some states you have to pay money as well to pay for the ambulance, etc. here in Australia. So as you can see here, Australia 180K is 45%. It is equivalent to the tax rate of the US 180K thousand, which is 24%. So we're nearly double the amount that America is being taxed. Let that sink in, Australians, let that sink in. Now let's watch this absolute idiot trying to explain how he's making cost of living easier for Australians.
Hey everyone, I know you're busy, so I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on the help we're giving on cost of living. From July 1, every Australian taxpayer will get a tax cut and every household will get $300 off their electricity bill. In addition to that, we're wiping $3 billion off student debt, and for students doing nursing or teaching, they're going to get a prac payment for the first time. We also want to give families more assistance with cheaper childcare and of course superannuation on paid parental leave that we're extending over a period of time to 6 months. Renters are getting more support with the second increase in a row in rental assistance, 10%, on top of the 15% increase we did last year. And we're getting real wages moving again. The Fair Work Commission has recently granted another 3.75% increase that will flow through to more than 2 million workers. On top of that, we're closing the gender pay gap that is now at a record low. And one of the ways we're doing that is by providing increased wages for people in areas like aged care. At the pharmacy, Australians have saved more than $370 million on 29 million scripts. And of course, our urgent care clinics, 58 of them in operation around Australia, 29 more to come, where all you need to get that urgent health care is your Medicare card, not your credit card. All of these measures are aimed at taking pressure off the cost of living whilst we're building a stronger economy.
Now, the thing that I always think about, he goes, you get $300 off your electricity bill. Who's paying for that? We are obviously paying for that. You get a tax break. We just had the biggest tax increase in the world. And now you want to say we're getting a tax break, even though we technically are still paying more tax since this tax increase. And, there's no slowing down. The interest rates at the moment, still through the roof. I still think it's about 7%, something like that. Where, before COVID, I believe it's at 0.5%. Same thing over the world, really. And there's no way that it's ever going to drop because, yeah, imagine them wanting to drop the interest rates. What a joke. But I'll end it there. Let me know what you think, especially if you live in Australia. I mean, is it the same thing in America? Because we know when it comes around to the new tax year, when it comes down to the election time, these governments just want to throw money willy-nilly and also want to pretty much buy your vote. Let's be real. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. And yeah, leading up to these state elections, I'm going to keep calling out these absolute idiots. And that's the thing. The other side is no better. That is what's so crap here in Australia. There's no one side which is fighting for, Australian patriotism or wanting to bring Australia culture back. There's nothing. They both just sellouts, and it's kind of sad. None of them are strong on crime. None of them have morals. It's all about pandering to the left. It's so stupid. But this is what we're left with in Australia, and I guess this is what everyone votes for. So bravo. I'll end it on that. Let me know what you think. Like the video if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.